So we're going to roll initiative because now we're at the top of the turn. We have initiative over here of 2, initiative over here of 1, so they get initiative again. I don't know if it's better tactically or not, but I'm going to go ahead and have them press forward with their attack. Now we go to the command phase. Command phase, this leader can stay here where he can rally this troop, try to rally this troop, or in this case I'm going to reset him over here. This leader can move 1, 2, 3 spaces, but I think this is a little bit more important fight for them. And the leader on the other side, I am going to reset him so that he is going to try and rally his. Actually, I'm going to move him over here. I think that'll be a better move for them. So we're going to put him at the front of the unit. That's the end of the command phase. Now we do the recovery phase. During the recovery phase, there's one of 2 ways that you can recover. One way to recover is to rally a troop, and you rally by, I'm going to rally this, use this leader to rally. Now that will expend him so he'll move to the rear, and for that leader I get to roll 1 die. He recovers 1 troop. So we now have 3 recovered. And the other way that you can recover, and this might not be the smartest thing to do, but I'm just going to do it to show how it's done, is you can also do a fallback. And a fallback is done where this guy is going to be expended just as before, but instead of staying in place, he is going to roll normal movement, and on his movement he got a 3, so backstepping costs double. We have 2. He only gets to move, with a roll of 3, I'm only going to get to move 2, so that was definitely not the thing to do. But at any rate, if I had rolled a big number, I could move back 4 spaces and recover 4 troops. But instead I only move back 1 space and I recover 1 troop. So now what I have is, by moving back to here, the only thing is I can't fall back to there. The reason I can't fall back to there is because you can't move closer to the enemy when you're falling back. So I'm going to have to fall back this way. If I fall back this way, my unit moves here, but I recover 1 unit for the fallback. So now I'm here. And everything's a little bit messy because normally you don't play with yourself. But in the back we have the leader, because he's been expended to do the fallback. This leader is also expended because he was expended to do the rally. This unit would love to fall back, but they don't have a leader there to make that happen. So that's the end of the recovery phase. Now we have the fire and maneuver phase. If we recall, this unit won, this side won initiative. So I'm going to take these 3 attacks here. 2 hits, and they have 2 defenders. And they don't defend anything, so this unit is wiped out of play. And this unit is required to move to the rear because they don't have anybody facing forward. 1, 2, 3 of movement. 1, 2, 3 of movement. So they're running away. Now we have the other turn's fire maneuver. We'll start with this unit. They roll 3 dice for movement. Their 3 dice. They have 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to use this guy. They're facing this spine. I'm going to spend 1 to turn. That means that they'll be spacing this spine, and they'll go 2. That's all of their movement. But we want them to go there because that will hit this unit on the flank. And then we have the crossbowmen over here. They're going to also get their movement. They have 1, 2, 3. They're a more agile unit, so they turn more easily. At any rate, I'm going to go 1 to turn, 2, and we'll stop there. They don't get to fire because they moved, but they're in a good position for the next turn. Or I could have, what would have been smarter to do, what would have been smarter to do is they could have shot those guys in the back. But again, I'm not doing this to do what the smartest thing is. We're going to run through a round of melee just to show you how that second round. This unit has got nobody in their front. This unit has got somebody in their front, so they're going to take an initiative, lose 1 to melee, or lose 1 to attrition. And this one will lose another 1 to attrition because they've got somebody on their flank. So now we proceed from the attrition phase into the attack phase. You can only attack the 2 hexes that are directly to your front, so that we have no attacks here. On this side, they could attack here or they could attack here. We've got 6 attacks onto this flank. There's no bonus to the flank because you've already taken it during the attrition phase. 6 attacks, 6 dice is, they've got 5 hits. It's looking very grim. The defenders get 5 dice for saves. Save. And then none of these are saves. So this is 1. That takes away this, but now they still have to pay 4 casualties. 2, 3, 4 come off the table. So now not only are they pushed back, but they don't have very much left. After the melee phase is the retreat phase. In the retreat phase, this unit's going to have to move 1 space. This unit is going to have to move 1 further away from the enemy. And then they get a follow-up attack. They rolled a 1. That means they can move 1 space. And so with the follow-up attack, they'll get another 6 on this unit, and that should be enough to finish these guys off. So 6 attacks and follow up. 1, 2, 3 hits. Then we have 3 saves over here. And they saved 1, so they take 2 more hits. We can see how this is going to turn out. At any rate, that gives you an idea of how things work. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message.